Okay, let's start at the beginning. This is the Four of Cups. And usually this depicts searching for something new. Could be a job, could be friendships, could be really looking at what to do next. But it looks like the three things that you're really studying aren't the fulfilling thing. There is something right in front of you. This could be, as I said, a job, a decision, something that's right in front of you. So, go with the flow a little bit and let spirit show you what the next step is. It looks like you're putting an awful lot of energy into things that are kind of falling short for you. So go with the flow a little bit and see what that brings you. But it looks like the things you're concentrating on is not really what your next step is. So what crosses you is your magic. And this looks like that when I ask Spirit what this means for you, Aries, you are very much in tap with your magic, and it doesn't look like it's consistent for you. You really tap into it. You start either meditating. It could even be movement of some kind, dance, something that brings you to that Zen place. And then you struggle with the trust in yourself. You struggle with the journey. So trust in yourself, trust in the journey. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. It does look like you are ending something right now, and there's been a bit of resistance to ending it. So it looks like the final throes of the change, but it is coming to a head. Whatever it is coming to a head. So don't forget your magic, Aries. Don't forget your capabilities. Have faith in yourself and all of your wonderful skills. But it looks like that you really go back and forth between kind of I am the greatest and I am nothing. We are neither one of those. We are neither one of those. We are magic in our essence for just being here on the planet. So don't lose faith in the journey and your skills. But it really looks like you go way up and way down. And finding the balance with that is what you're searching for right now, is finding the balance that will help you make more healthy decisions for yourself. But it does look like this infinity over the head of the magician dictates to me is get out of your head a little bit and just take one step into your future with a little more faith in yourself and your abilities. And if that means calling on your angels, that's cool. If that works for you, that's cool. That's what I do when I lose faith in myself and the journey. But it's time to ignite that passion for life, time to ignite that magic and hold the vision of your highest creative essence. But so that's kind of what's happening. The Fool is right here. This is a great card. It is also not like the Death card. It usually means take a leap of faith. If there are two roads come to meet you, take the road less traveled. Take the new road. Take a leap of faith. Try something new. We know you know how to do certain things. Try something new. Push yourself a little bit and color outside the box. Just push yourself out of your comfort zone. It looks like you've been in that comfort zone for a while and it's all of a sudden changing. So don't be afraid to take that step into the unknown. Don't be afraid to look foolish by making some changes that others would not. You are a go-getter, Aries. You have bravery to start the new things. So don't lose that bravery now. Don't lose the faith in yourself. What is in the past here is the 3. This is kind of a joyous, celebratory card. It's also one of surrounding yourself with people that you feel comfortable with, that you don't have to put on an airs. You don't have to put on a show. You can have a bad day if you want. These are the friends of your heart. These are the family of choice. And it looks like you have embraced reconnecting with many of have them. You do have 2 isolating cards here. So that is something that you do go into the cave and come out. It looks like you've been coming out of the cave more recently and joining a little bit more celebrations. This also has a family feel to it. So there may be some celebrations within your birth family or your family of choice. So this is also a 4 here. So you have 2 4s. So you're kind of right in the middle of making some decisions, really mulling things over, finding separateness from people's opinions, ideas, and expectations, and really seeing how you want to grow. It does feel like there's a sense of aloneness or loneliness with this card. Not so much with the Hermit, that's more of an exalted check-in with spirit. This is more of an isolation or loneliness. So when you're getting down, do not isolate. And this is feeling like it's the present time. So come out of the cave a little bit, and but it does look like you're figuring things out. Sometimes you got to take a step into the sunshine to get a new perspective, but it looks like you're kind of mulling over the same ways that you've done things in the past, which is here. And it's really like the new and the brave, and trying something new and different, and trusting in your skills and your abilities to either learn something new or to jump in. But this looks like a very fearful card. You're isolating a bit. The changes have scared you. The changes are happening anyway, so you might as well jump in there. And you're actually doing really well with these changes, but you'll take like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, which is the normal process. There's nothing wrong with that, Aries. It's just not as beneficial for you to keep doing that instead of just trying. So jump through that fear and try something new. This is the 7 of Cups. Looks like some emotions have been ignited, some fears have been ignited, and it also looks like maybe you're not looking at a situation honestly for what it is. It's kind of got a dreamy quality about this. So doing nothing about a situation is a choice that have consequences. So step into those fears, make those new choices, communicate if some things have changed. And now it's time to really up your game. You can do this, and you are being tested. You're being tested on coming out of the cave and really putting your skills and your choices to work here. It feels like you have hung back on doing a lot of things, whether people have done it for you or whether you were unable to do it. There are things now that are part of your responsibility that feels like you're ignoring a little bit. You're ready for it. You're very capable. So jump right in there. Just take one thing at a time, but look at the situation honestly and how it is presently, not how it was in the past, not how you'd like it to be in the future, but how it is presently. And now it's time to up your game and really take a look at what you want to do for the rest of your life. This is also a card of kind of redoing your bucket list. Once you embrace how things really are, your dreams, hopes, and desires tend to shift. So that looks like it's shifting too. As your knowledge and your confidence are coming into play, your hopes, dreams, and desires are changing a bit too. So the basis of all this is really finding your balance, sweet Aries, really finding your balance. Those changes have already taken place. Some are fully embraced, some have fully changed, and others are the beginning of those changes. There seems to be a little anger and resentment on the changes that you didn't have control over. That is holding you back from you flying into your greatness. And know that Spirit doesn't give you anything you can't handle. So you are currently looking at what you need to change, but take that first step into the unknown waters here and make those changes. Put yourself out there a little bit. But but your fear has held you back from your greatness in many respects, or you've handed it to others. So now it is time for you to grab hold of your greatness and move that energy. I'm also seeing this sixth chakra here, or this knowingness, light up. It does look like you're becoming more and more in line with your magic, with the spirit of your heart. And for some of you, that is religion. For others of you, it's spirituality, or just getting out in the world. It does not necessarily mean God. I do not mean to test anyone's belief system, but it does look like you are incorporating much more spiritual matters, and realizing that there's a big picture there, and you're a part of it. You're very important to that big picture. So now it's time for your contribution. The King of Cups is here. This does feel like a person. This is an advisor. This is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is most likely someone over 30 or 40. Can be male or female, but it does feel like an advisor, someone that is your cheerleader, someone that has always been on your side. But it looks like you have chosen to let him or her in and out of your life, But it looks like they're solidly there. They have some positive messages for you, and don't be afraid to ask for help from this king. They are a great advisor, and it looks like a lovely friendship. Does not feel like a lover, but it does feel like either a parent, a mentor, a friend, some of great wisdom that doesn't steer you wrong. But it does look like they've pissed you off in the past by just speaking their truth, whether you were ready for it or not. It could have been delivery. You are ready, and they are one that is not going to mince words. They are one that will tell you the truth, even if it will piss you off. So they are a good barometer, a good register of how you're changing reality. How you are changing your reality. Now, the Hermit here is a 9. It is an intrinsic card. It is kind of block out all the static of the world so you can make a decision. It is looking at something very seriously. It is taking a step into your greatness. It is releasing some behavior that has always been a part of you. It looks like it's a legacy part of you, whether it is codependency or manipulation. It is something that no longer serves you. It is on the negative side of the spectrum, that you are no longer finding it as useful. So you are growing leaps and bounds, Aries, and speaking your truth, but really take the time to give yourself that kudos and go into your meditation space or your exercise space, or just that alone, quiet, resting space within your heart, so you can release the residue or the rest of this behavior that really wasn't yours. It looks like it was given to you by either a parent or a family legacy. This could be like a destructive personal behavior, either addiction, manipulation, lying, something like that, that is on the negative spectrum. It can also mean a religion that is very stoic and very isn't in line with you. So it may be shifting your awareness to a religion or non-religion. It could be science, but it is a big shift, and it's been a long time coming. So for many of you, it could be addiction, alcoholism, drug addiction, things like that. But that looks like it is the residue. It is no longer a big part of your life, and the death card is here. So that means the ending of behavior. It could be the end of a relationship, or the end of how it was, the dynamics of a relationship. The Empress is on one side. I don't feel that this is pregnancy, although the Empress it can very much be for fertility, but I'm feeling for you, Aries, it means planting the seeds of your new growth and not being afraid to nurture it and water it and focus all your energies on your own growth, not handing it off to someone else, and not taking on other people's things as well. And neglecting your own creations. So the Lover's card is here to the left. So I do think that there is something ending in a love relationship. It can be a friendship, but it's really feeling more like a sexual lover. Could be divorce, could be separation, or just a change in a current relationship where there is more equality and distribution of efforts and finances. So something is coming more into balance, and old ways of a relationship are coming to an end. The Empress on the other side is nurturing maternal things, watching a seed grow, planting that seed, projects, new jobs. So the new horizon for you, Aries, is actually one that looks really full of new beginnings, taking a chance, and just kind of jumping in past your fears. I know that that was part of your focus last month. It is more the same, but it is a little bit more intense if you have not made those choices. If you have made those choices, you started putting one foot in front of the other, then you will reap the benefits of an emotional risk, but only if you took that risk. So Aries, that is your reading for the month of March. I'm going to throw some of these. Okay, time to plant those seeds of change. And karmic relationships. So it looks like your karmic relationship is changing and growing. Now that might be your relationships with your children, your family, not necessarily a lover, although releasing this lover, releasing this relationship, maybe making room for that karmic relationship. Every person that we come in contact, we learn from, and there's an agreement to do so. Whether it is positive or negative, we always take away some lessons from it. And farm, basically time to plant those seeds. Plant those seeds of your greatness, Aries. You have wonderful ideas. Now it's time to really nurture yourself, your ideas, and get moving. You know, it takes some hard work on the farm. So it's time to take that energy and those ideas from your head and put them onto the earth plane and work that idea. Put a little effort behind it, and I think you will see your magic grow.